Hello, and thank you for being a Junior Achievement Volunteer. JAR Community consists of 5 40-minute classroom sessions that help students develop a sense of career awareness. JA volunteers have identified 3 keys to success in the classroom. First, become familiar with the contents of your JA kit and log in to practice with the interactive presentations. Second, prepare for each session by reading the guide, identifying instructions you need for your implementation option, and deciding when you'll use the materials for your kit or the digital activities. And finally, be prepared to share personal experiences that will help students relate to the content. In the guide for volunteers and teachers, you will find 3 options for implementation. In-person with tech will be outlined in blue, in-person offline in purple, and remote virtual in green. These implementation options are designed to allow educators and volunteers flexibility when delivering JA programs to students. Work with your JA area staff member and educator to determine which option is correct for your experience and follow the guide accordingly. New volunteers tell us they spend about 30 minutes preparing for each week's class. As you become more experienced, your prep time will likely decrease. Inside the kit, you will find 2 copies of the guide for volunteers and teachers. One is for you, the other is for your classroom teacher. The guide is yours to keep. It provides instruction and tips to make your volunteer experience great. Feel free to write in it, highlight key points, and make notes of examples you want to share. Or download the digital guide to your tablet. Either way, plan to keep your guide close and reference it during class to help you stay on track. Inside the guide, you'll find a master list of materials. Be sure your kit contains each of these items in the correct quantity. If anything is missing, contact your local JA office right away. Each part has an item number and name printed on it for easy identification. Many volunteers find it helpful to organize the kit materials by session, placing session items in a separate envelope or folder. This makes it easy to retrieve the materials when you need them. There are 17 vocabulary flashcards labeled by letter. It's helpful to divide them up by session if you are using the kit-based version of these cards. For in-person implementation, there are hands-on activities that students will play during sessions 2, 3, and 4. You'll want to separate and organize the materials in advance, placing them in envelopes or bags to expedite activity setup and start. Plan to arrive early for each session and bring a photo ID. This will allow you time to find parking, sign in at the school office, and prepare the classroom. Talk with your teacher in advance of your first class to determine how you'll access the interactive presentations or where to hang up JA posters. Also, check with your teacher before bringing any treats in for students, as there may be restrictions. This concludes the JAR Community Preparing for Your Sessions video. After you have reviewed your interactive materials and JA kit, take a look at the Session 1 video. And thank you for being a Junior Achievement Volunteer.